In this daily drop, it's the last episode where I'm covering the things I'm bringing with me on my 5-day B-roll shoot. So let's go. All right, last time you're going to see this shirt for at least a few episodes. And what I wanted to do in this one was just go over some of the stuff that I'm bringing with me. There's obviously more than this, including batteries and cards and all that, that are, to me, essential kit when I'm doing something like this B-roll shoot. So I'll just go kind of right to left, at least from my standpoint, and talk about that. So Sekonic SpectroMaster C800. This is for all intents purposes, we'll just call it a color meter. And this is going to allow me to walk into spaces and just get a very quick measurement of what the overall color temperature is. Yes, I could set the camera to auto white balance, and I could have it make changes to the color temperature in camera, but that's going to move and change all of the time as things enter and leave the frame. So I'd like to lock it into something that is pretty close to the environment I'm working in. So this will get that job done. This is the Sekonic Speedmaster L-858D. This is both an incident and a reflective meter. So it can do both of those jobs. So essentially, what I'm going to be using it for in this shoot is not for incident readings where I walk over to the subject matter. If I use it at all, it's going to be as a spot reflective meter. So I'm going to be looking through here. I have a 1 degree spot, and I can take a reading. Where would that be useful in real world production? Well, let's say, for instance, I'm shooting something that has windows behind my talent. If I take a reading of outside, I can get pretty close to the ballpark of what I should set my camera to exposure-wise to have correct exposure for the background. So this is kind of the concept of lighting for the background first. And then what you do is you bring your light levels up on talent to balance so that you can see out of the window. Now, if you want to let those windows blow out, then you're probably not going to use this. It's going to be a balance. Sometimes you're not going to have enough horsepower in terms of light output to balance with outdoors. We'll have to see how it goes, but having this in the bag is going to be useful. These are just markers and little Metcalf Noodles ties and bongo ties and C47s, and it's just sort of a little kit of things that I bring with me, primarily those dry erase markers, because I'm going to be bringing the little Tribe 7, Black Slate 7 with me. We use this for the other stuff, because even when you're shooting B-roll, the more information you can write down for the editor, and I will not be editing this stuff, the better. So that will be part of it. And if we can, so if I can't bring a slate into the shop because we don't have enough time, I'll do what I call an audible. I'm going to leave the built-in mic on the camera, and then for the editor, I'll say, said name editor, this is blah-de-blah, and then we'll actually go ahead and get the footage. So it's an audible in camera to give them information about what it is. But if I had my choice, I'd be slating. And then the other thing that we want to do with all of the shots, because we're going to be inside, outside, all over the place, is I'm going to go ahead and take this little color checker passport from Calibrite, and we're going to use this. So this is the color checker video 2, and this one has a chip chart, and it has, you know, the grayscale with the super black and all of that fun stuff. It does also have a white balance and a chart here for still photography. This is not a hybrid shoot, it's all video, but this is going to be part of the shoot all of the time. So there you go, that little thing. For lint, just to walk in really quickly if we're seeing something on camera. And then inside of here, I don't even think we're going to use this at all, but I've got some little, you know, little wedges here, and I've got some gel. So if for some reason somebody is sweating and we just basically have to take, some paper towels or something and take that off, I can put this stuff on here and it will help keep the shine off. Okay. Yeah. So that's sort of essential kit for part of this. It'll all just be on the ready if I need to grab it. But the key one is going to be this, so that I always have a reference point for the editor so that they can get a sense of what's happening in the space. If we don't have enough time to take a reading in terms of the overall color temperature, I'll ballpark it, roll on this for a second or two, and then the editor can do their job in terms of that. Hope that makes sense. Don't forget to, and I'll see you on the next episode of The Daily Drop.